Hello and welcome back to Mindfully Trading. My name is Emily and I've been trading the Forex market for over 5 years now. In 2024, I passed the 5%ers Hyper Growth program, which gave me access to a fully funded prop trading account. That means that I get to trade with company capital and take a share of any profits made on the account. As long as I respect their rules, the maximum drawdown, I don't carry the risk of losing my own money. In this video, I want to give you a closer look at two of the other programs that the 5%ers offer, their Bootcamp program and their high stakes program. I will compare the $100,000 accounts side by side, breaking down finer details including their entry cost, profit targets, max stop out, payouts, and all of the details so that you can see a clear comparison and make the best decision on what is the right funded program for you. Both of these programs give you the chance to prove your trading skills and access significant funded accounts if you are successful, but they work very differently. So in this video, I'm going to break down the details and compare the numbers side by side, helping you to figure out which program may suit your trading style the best. If you want some more information about the Bootcamp program or the high stakes program, there is a link to each of those programs in the description below. Meanwhile, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get straight into the comparison. Before we compare the finer details of each program, let's look at an overview of each of the programs. Firstly, the Bootcamp program is a 3-step program. It is designed as a structured step-by-step progression where you start small and you scale up as you progress through the account. It is more accessible mainly due to its lower entry fee, whereas the high stakes program is a 2-step challenge. If you pass both of the challenges, you get direct access into the fully funded trading account. It is a larger entry fee, there is a bigger upfront risk, but the rewards are larger. Looking at account sizes now, the Bootcamp program offers 3 different account sizes: the $20,000 account, $100,000 account, and $200,000 account, whereas high stakes have 5 different account sizes available. Now, these will vary in cost, so if you don't have a lot of money to invest, the lower account size options may be better for you, whereas if you have more capital, you may suit buying a large account size. And their account size programs include the $5,000 account, $10,000, $20,000, $60,000 and $100,000 accounts. As each of the programs offer a $100,000 account size, let's look at the finer details of the $100,000 account size side by side. Starting with the cost of entry. To buy the $100,000 account for Bootcamp program, this is an entry fee of just $95, compared with $545 for the same account size in the high stakes program. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, let's just go with the cheaper option, but sometimes cheaper isn't always better. It really depends on what features you are looking for in the program. So let's continue on. The profit target for each stage of the Bootcamp program, keeping in mind there are 3 different stages, is 5%. So every time that you pass a step of the Bootcamp program, you have to aim for another 5% profit. It will automatically refresh itself with the new account. For example, step 1, you will have a $25,000 account size. You need to make 5% profit to pass step 1. In step 2, this will increase to $50,000 and you need to make 5% profit again. Step 3 will provide you with a $75,000 account where once again you need to make 5% profit. If you manage to complete all 3 of those steps, you then access the funded account as a Bootcamp trader, where you can trade the $100,000 account size. High stakes program varies slightly. There are just 2 steps, and in step 1, you need to make 8% profit. If you can do that, you move on to step 2, where your profit target is reduced slightly down to 5%. Once you do that, then you access the fully funded $100,000 account size as a high stakes trader. Looking at max loss now. Now, this is the maximum amount that you can lose on your account until you basically fail the account program. This means blowing up the account. It's a max loss and you do not want to hit that, otherwise your challenge is void. So the Bootcamp program's max loss is 5% of the overall account size. Once you become a funded bootcamp trader, this is reduced down to 4%, making it even tighter, which means you must have a very good risk management practice in place. The high stakes program gives you larger window to play with a 10% max loss on the account. That means that you can experience 9% drawdown and still recover. But when it comes to the max loss, I think the most important thing is calculating your max risk per trade rather than focusing on the max loss of the account. Once you take this into consideration, you should be able to trade effectively. For example, for myself, if I have a max loss on the account of 10%, I would risk no more than 0.5% per trade initially, which would give me 20 losing trades as a buffer. Now, this really depends on your own personal strategy. That's just my opinion only. What about a daily pause? Well, the Bootcamp program challenges don't actually include a daily pause, but if you are successful in passing the program and becoming a fully funded Bootcamp trader, you then receive a 3% daily pause. Which means that if you experience a 3% loss in one day, it will automatically pause your account so you cannot trade anymore the same day. This doesn't mean that you lose access to the account. It's designed to help protect your account to stop you from getting too emotional and then maybe blowing it up entirely. The high stakes program also offers a daily pause, and that is 5%. So you cannot take more than 5% losers in one day. Let's look at leverage. Now, this is the amount of buying power that you receive on each account. For the Bootcamp program, it is quite a small leverage at 1 to 10. But keeping in mind the fact that you have such a low max loss on the account size, you shouldn't really be risking too much anyway. The high stakes program offers a lot more leverage at 1 to 100. This is 100 times buying power on the account. And that's why it's called high stakes, because if your strategy is designed towards high risk, this account is what facilitates that strategy. One of my favorite features of the programs offered by the 5%ers is the time limit. They used to offer a time limit on their account programs, but now they have made it unlimited. That means that you have an unlimited amount of time to pass the program as long as you keep your account active. This really helps to reduce the stress when you are trading. One of the features that you may be asking about is profit share. How much money do you actually keep when you trade these accounts? If, of course, you are successful in passing the challenges. Well, as a Bootcamp trader, the first stage will entitle you to a 50% profit split, 50-50 with the 5%ers. Once you scale up your account to the next level, that increases to 75% profits kept by the trader. And eventually, with their scalability plan, which I will talk about later in the video, it gives you the opportunity to keep up to 100% of profits made on the account. Compared with the high stakes, you actually keep more profits up front. Once you pass and become a fully funded trader, you are entitled to 80% profits. But again, as you scale up that account size over time, this can increase all the way up to 100% of profits kept by the trader. You may be wondering whether news trading is allowed, and yes, trading during news is allowed for both programs. But executing trades 2 minutes before or after high impact news release is not allowed. And this is mainly due to helping you protect your account due to the liquidity and the volatility that comes with those large spreads at that time. Are EAs allowed? Expert advisors. And the answer is yes, but there are a few restrictions when it comes to EAs, so it's best to read their terms and conditions so that you know that you comply with their rules. Now let's look at bonuses. The 5%ers do offer bonuses with their programs. For the Bootcamp program, they offer a $5 hub credit once you successfully pass stage 1, which just gives you a discount if you want to buy any more programs from them. The same applies to the high stakes program. Once you successfully complete step 1, you receive a $5 hub credit. But if you are able to successfully complete step 2, becoming a fully funded high stakes trader, you also receive a refund of the initial payment, which for the 100k account was $545. I don't know about you, but that's quite a good incentive to pass the program. Payouts. Once you become a fully funded trader, when do you actually get paid with the profits that you make? And the answer is usually every 2 weeks. So once you become a fully funded trader, there is a 14-day delay in getting your first payout, and you can request them pretty much every 2 weeks. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about account scalability that I mentioned earlier in the video. And this is a very interesting topic. It varies depending on both of the programs. Looking at the Bootcamp program, if you successfully pass the 100K account and become a fully funded Bootcamp trader, trading $100,000, every time you make 5% profit on that account, they will increase that account size by $25,000. So you will go from $100,000 to $125,000. And the same will repeat to $150,000 to $175,000 and so on. And this will keep going on until the max amount that you can reach, which is $4 million. It's also important to note that as you scale up your account size over time, trading a large account, you also get a higher profit share, so you are able to keep more of the profits made on the account. This definitely makes this one of the most intriguing programs for me, is the fact that it has such potential for long-term growth. The high stakes program also offers a similar scalability plan, whereas you have to reach 10% profit to scale up your account size, and the maximum account size that you can scale up to is $500,000. I may have mentioned before about the unlimited time limit to complete the program, but it's really important to be aware of the account activity. If you do not make a trade within 30 consecutive days on the account, that account will become inactive and you will lose the account. So it's really important to remember to keep your trading account active. If you are going through a slow patch in the markets, maybe it's the summertime, or perhaps you simply cannot trade for a long period of time, just make sure that you log on to your account and just take a really small size trade just to keep it active so that you can keep that account going. Now that we've broken down each of the key features of the account, let's look at some of the key differences in summary. If you are a beginner or an intermediate trader, the Bootcamp program definitely stands out as a lower cost entry program. It's cheaper to start with and it gives you a gradual path for long-term growth. It's great for learning, for gaining experience and discipline, whilst building capital long-term. On the other hand, if you are a more experienced trader, and you feel very confident with your trading edge, you want the opportunity of gaining a lot more capital more quickly, then the high stakes program will definitely be the program for you. The real question is, do you want to grow slowly with less risk or go all in for higher rewards, which comes with taking a greater risk? For me personally, I think that both programs certainly have their merits depending on your own personal trading style. Personally, I love the fact that the 5%ers allow news trading, allow you to use EAs, and importantly, do not have a time limit, giving you an unlimited amount of time to pass the program. Features that not all prop firms allow. I also love their scalability plan. Having that long-term vision and capital growth really help you to keep disciplined and motivated in the day-to-day trading. I will link to both of these programs in the description below if you want to find out some more, or of course if you feel ready to have a go for yourself. Meanwhile, drop me a comment below, let me know which program you find the most attractive, or of course if you are already currently enrolled in one yourself. Meanwhile, if you've enjoyed this video, please do let me know by liking the video and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel below. Thank you for watching. Bye!